Hello and welcome to a very brief Making MMA News version of the MMA Live Chat Show. I'm Rich Davie and it's Wednesday, September 10th, 2014. This show is to remind MMA and TUF fans that tonight is the 2-hour premiere of the Ultimate Fighter Season 20 show on the Fox Sports 1 network and will be airing at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. I think this season of TUF is likely to be one of the best seasons ever. And as usual, there will be two teams competing against each other, with Anthony Pettis and Gilbert Melendez as the coaches, but I think most of us are more interested in and will be tuning in to see the competitors rather than the coaches. This season of TUF is not like prior seasons. For the first time ever, this season will feature an all-female cast of competitors in the 115-pound strawweight division, and who, for the most part, are already well-known and established MMA fighters if you're a fan of women's MMA. Several of the competitors are former Invicta FC fighters, and quite a few MMA fans feel this is the most exciting division in women's MMA, which will make this season one of the most talent-rich seasons with some of the best female fighters. And when all is said and done, there will be an inaugural UFC strawweight champion crowned in the UFC's newest division, when two semifinalists meet at the Ultimate Fighter finale in late 2014. As a long-term fan of MMA and a long-term supporter of women's MMA, I'm very excited to see how this season of TUF unfolds and who will be crowned the UFC's strawweight champion. And for those of you who aren't aware of who is on this season of TUF, here are the fighters on this season's all-female cast. Carla Esparza, 9-2, 26 years old, from the USA. Felice Herrig, 9-5, 29 years old, from the USA. Angela Hill, 1-0, 29 years old, from the USA. Joanne Calderwood, 8-0, 27 years old, from Scotland. Rawlings, 5-3, 25 years old, from Tasmania. Tecia Torres, 4-0, 24 years old, from the USA. Namajunas, 2-1, 22 years old, from the USA. Jessica Penne, 11-2, 31 years old, from the USA. Alex Chambers, 4-1, 35 years old, from Australia. Daly, 14-3, 26 years old, from Ireland. Lisa Ellis, 15-8, 31 years old, from the USA. Emily Kagan, 3-1, 32 years old, from the USA. Justine Kish, 4-0, 26 years old, from the USA. Magana, 11-6, 30 years old, from the USA. Randa Markos, 4-1, 28 years old, from Canada. And Heather Jo Clark, who is 6-4 and is 34 years old, hailing from the USA. And it seems like the last two ladies that I mentioned here were a source of friction for several of the ladies in the house, with Heather Jo Clark winning the title of least likely to win new friends and fans, according to what quite a few of the other ladies on the show had to say when asked in a recent interview as to who was the one person they had the most problems with. If you're interested in watching the video that I just mentioned, it was posted on the Ultimate Fighter Facebook page, or you can use a search engine to search for Heather Jo Clark is not particularly well-liked girl in the TUF house. Okay, that wraps up this very brief version of the show, and once again, as a reminder, tonight is the 2-hour premiere of the Ultimate Fighter Season 20 show on the Fox Sports 1 network, and will be airing at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. If you're a fan of women's MMA and TUF, don't forget to tune in. I'm also interested to know what the fans think about this season of TUF, so in the comments section of the video, let me know who you think the two semifinalists will be, and who will be crowned the UFC's strawweight champion. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.